Coming to you live at the GAMA Trade Show at the Peppermill Resort and Casino in Reno, Nevada, Twist Gaming! Now take it away, Matt.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. This is Twist Gaming. We are coming to you live here from GAMA 2019, bringing you all the board game coverage all week long. And right now, I am joined with Hunter from Pandasaurus Games. Hunter, how you doing?
Doing well. Happy to be here. I love that intro.
Thank you.
It's really good. I love it. I absolutely love it.
A little on the cheesy side,
It's
but
perfect for Reno.
At least we share that same thought pattern there. All right, so Hunter, first and foremost, though, how is GAMA going for you?
It's going great. We just started. Today's the first day of the show floor, which is kind of what I was here for. And we've had so many retailers, so many people just come up, distributors, retailers, just checking out all our new games, all the upcoming stuff. Booth's been bumping.
Awesome.
So many cool new things that have been announced. So many people announcing cool, awesome stuff, including us. So
you guys always have an awesome catalog of stuff coming out. So I'm excited to see what you brought to the table today.
Yeah, so these are a couple of our releases. We're going to be showing off Ohio, and we got Pastelli's box over. I'll explain that in a sec. But these are kind of our early summer releases. So this Ohio will be out at Origins. Pastelli will be a little bit after in July. But let's start with Ohio, since it's out here on the table looking all cool.
Let's do it.
So this is a game from Portugal. Amiibo Games originally did it last Essen. We signed it there, and we're bringing it over to the U.S. And it's based on the Portuguese festival of Ohio, which is like a street party that they do every year. It's like a big blowout, like
kind of like a carnival type.
Kind of like that.
Okay.
It's maybe not as
raucous.
ritzy. It's probably just as raucous based on what they've explained to us, but it's maybe a little less on the ritzy costumes, a little more down to earth, more normal people getting involved. So it's really cool.
I feel you.
The way it works is it's kind of like a puzzly polyomino game. Everyone's going to be sitting around this rondelle in the middle. This is a spinning thing here, and we go 2 to 4 players.
Okay.
And you've got these little polyomino style pieces that are on the board. They're all different shapes for different colors. So like there'll be yellows in these corner pieces, and then some of the blue pieces will be like straight lines and the little zigzags, things like that.
And those correlate to these pieces.
Exactly, and they'll correlate to actual pieces. So say it's my turn, I'm the first player. On my turn, I get 3 actions. And actions are very simple. There's only two actions you can actually take. You can just do them multiple times if you want. You can either drop a piece or turn the entire rondelle thing. So you can turn the spinner or drop a piece, and you have to drop at least one piece.
Okay.
But you could drop 3 pieces if you want, or you could spin it twice, drop a piece, or you could drop a piece, spin the thing. You can do it in whatever order you want.
As long as you drop a piece.
As long as you drop at least one piece during that first phase. There's actually 3 phases of the game. There's the first one, the first 2, you just drop 1 piece at a time. In the last one, it becomes like emergency mode. You drop 2 every turn, so it becomes a little bit weird. It'll get stressful, which I'll explain in a sec. But so let's say it's my turn. I get 3 actions. I'm saying, okay, I want to drop this piece. So what that does, and it actually matters the way it's aimed at you. So like you notice here, my board's on this side of the board, and it's aimed that direction. So when this drops onto my board, I can put it down at the bottom anywhere, but it drops exactly like that. So it has to come down like this. I can't spin it.
So question for you.
Sure.
You're saying you can spin it here. Are you only grabbing, which one are you grabbing from?
You can actually grab any of the pieces. So like say I want to...
It's just changing the orientation.
It just changes the orientation. So like when I drop it, like as it is now, it has to come down like this, kind of like a puzzle game.
Okay.
But if I want to spin it, I can spin it up here and maybe make it drop this way on my board.
Understood.
So the spinning is really just to determine how you want to drop the piece. So let's say I want to leave it that way. I'm going to take that piece, drop it, I discard that card, and I'd have 2 more actions. So I could drop this, but it's kind of a weird shape for me. So what I'll do is my second action, I will turn this, and then my third action, I'll drop this. So that'll drop down in that same orientation and touch. So there's a couple things you're trying to do in this game. You're trying to score points by attracting people to your party. The way you do that is by connecting colored pieces. So I've connected 2 of the same color, so I get to attract that person to my party. Now, later on, if I connect even more yellow, it doesn't attract a new yellow person every time I put a piece on.
Right.
But there is an area majority thing. Since I have the biggest yellow section out here now, I get the double bonus. They're bonus people coming out.
The double wide meeples.
Exactly. So they're cute little double wide meeples. I love those meeples. They're very cool. But if someone later has more squares of yellow in their area, they'll take that from me. So there's only 1 double meeple per color.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a little area majority. If I can later score more yellows if I have other independent sections of them, so that's another way to score points as well. Another cool thing that happens, so let's say after my turn, I'll reload it like that, and you always match up that little yellow dot to whatever the yellow dot is on that, and that's how it's aimed at you. So as you can see, like this will drop in flat, but for you it's going to drop in as a vertical.
Right. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and take this piece here and add it. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm changing my mind here. I'm going to rotate this one.
Sure.
Like so. And then I'm going to drop this long flat piece in.
Perfect.
So that's going to go down here. And it can go anywhere as long as it's on the bottom, correct?
Anywhere as long as it's on the bottom. The one catch is, so like once things start getting a little more contained. So like say I had a piece like that with a little open spot. I can't actually fit anything through there to slide in. However, if there is enough space, you can always do like we call it the puzzle move, where it's like you can slide in and slide it over if there's enough room. But the piece has to be able to physically drop down and slide. So
I'm getting a little bit of like a Tetris vibe.
Yeah, a little bit, just a tad, just a tad.
All right, so then my second action, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take this piece here. That's going to come down.
You actually turned it, right?
That's right. Yeah, so my third. I'm going to bring that there.
There you go.
And then I'm going to butt that up to this flat piece there. So
that'll score a blue. And since you have the biggest blue section, the double blue.
Perfect. So what goes? Where do these cards go? Discard.
So
pile?
these are going to get discarded.
Okay.
You'll reload from the 3 that are available out here.
Oh, so I choose which ones.
Exactly.
Oh, that's cool.
You get to kind of set up what other people are putting out there. And you can also, like, if you have extra actions left over, you can always like turn it or something if you want to screw someone up.
Gotcha.
Next turn.
Does this reload here?
It'll reload after you finish reloading these.
So I'll go ahead and put that there.
Sure. Okay. So now these will pop out. Okay. So now my turn, and the way the game goes, we go until we can't reload this section. Once we can't reload this, that round is over. Essentially, we just reshuffle up. We'll move on to round 2, and it just picks up where we left off. So it's not really, there's not like a stop and everything. You just got to stop and reshuffle and keep going.
Okay.
So for my round, I will do this because I want to show you another cool thing. I'm going to turn it once for my first action. Second action, I'll drop a blue piece, and I'm going to drop it down here. Now, I didn't touch colors, but I did complete a complete row of squares. What that does, it adds a little white meeple up on this bar, and this bar bumps up 1.
Okay.
So that bar is cool. So at the end of every round, it'll drop down 2 spots. So like once we can't reload this, it'll drop down 2. And if it doesn't hit your puzzle, it will drop these white guys in as extra points. So these are like these are essentially bonus points for your team if you can keep it alive. Gotcha. However, if this bar ever touches your puzzle, if your blocks touch it, or if it drops 2 space at the end of a round and it goes away, it'll go away forever. You lose all the meeples that are currently on it, and the bar itself will be gone. So if you lose it in the first round, you definitely don't want to lose it in the first round if at all possible, because that gets rid of all your ability to make bonus points later.
Right.
So I've completed that. I'm looking at these. I'll just do this, I guess. So that would be my third action, and just drop that in there, and yeah, that would be it. And then we just keep going like that until. At the end, we would count up how many meeples are out here. Doubles count as 2, and then singles count as 1. That's literally the score of your game.
Perfect. So I want to try this one more time here. So I'm going to go grab this. I'm going to fill that into there.
Yes, perfect.
So thank you for that setup. I appreciate it. So because I filled that out, now this is going to bump my row up, and then I get a white meeple on there. Awesome. So then that discarded there. I still have 2 more actions. 2 more actions. Too. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to grab this green one here.
I like it.
And then I'll put him like so, or her, I guess. And then for the last one, I have to rotate now.
You don't actually. You can actually just choose not to take an action if you.
I can. Okay.
So if you like the way it's set up here and you think it's good enough to mess with me,
I do. Yeah, I think that it's just enough to mess with you. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add.
Not that one.
Not that one.
I knew it. I was like, come on, please, just that one.
And then we'll throw this one in.
I would have loved that one.
I know.
Well, I'm going to do this. We're going to turn first action, second action there, and we'll do a red there. And do I want
so
that
when do these drop down at the end of when all the cards?
So yeah, when we can't actually reload it, then we will drop those down, which we'll play this first 4 rounds, so we can kind of see how that works and how that loads in. So I complete another row. So I get to boop and boop.
You've played this before, haven't you?
This is one I've played. I like puzzle games a lot. So I'm not good at them, which is the problem. See, the thing is, I'm really bad. I don't know if anyone's been playing video games lately, but there's like Tetris 99 just came out on the Switch, and I love that game, and I'm terrible at it because it's all like very quick impulse movements and stuff, and for me it's like I'm very slow at that. I can sit there and think about it for a while and like actually plan my move out in advance, and I love that.
So I got a group of greens now.
Group of greens, perfect. And you're the first green, so boom, you got 2 of the doubles.
All right,
that's rough.
So I used 2 of my actions then.
Yes.
And so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just going to rotate.
Cool. Okay. There. Oh, it can only rotate that one direction.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
The hair is going. Yep. Oh, that's not good either. I don't like that either. You're mean.
I mean, you know.
You're good. You're good.
I don't know about
like
that.
it.
Oh, there we go.
I like it. I like it. Okay, interesting. And by interesting, I mean I hate it. I hate it all. So we're gonna do. Let's see. You know what? We're gonna risk it for the biscuit and see if I can. I'm gonna complete this, but that means that one section is gonna be very difficult to go, and you're already pretty big on green too, so that's tough.
So you don't get the double, but if you did put another tile there,
and that's a kind of area majority bit to it, which it doesn't feel like a lot, but these games generally, from what I've seen, scoring like that, like 13 to 20 range. So 2 points can be a whole lot of points.
Gotcha.
Swinging. You know what? I don't know if I want any of these pieces. they're just like in bad spots for me. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna do. Oh wait, I've only done one action, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna do it. Sometimes I'll do this where I'll just cut off one of my spots, like I can't make a line there, but that does get me red and the double red.
That could be helpful.
So you know
maybe.
what?
I don't know. You
we're
tell
gonna
me.
try it. We're gonna try it. It's worth having. We'll get you some nice green pieces. I heard you really liked green.
I sure do. Oh wow, I don't like these. Cool. So now you're doing it to me now.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna take this square.
Sure.
And where's the square?
Here we go. Here's the square.
Okay, cool. And so I'm gonna put that over.
Oh yeah, I'm really doing it to you. You have such a good spot for it. Like, let me put it in this exact right spot.
I mean,
we've custom built for this square.
Maybe. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to take this one here.
Cool.
Throw that right there.
Perfecto. You get one turn, or you can just pass it and just reload.
I'm gonna. You can't even use that anyways, can you?
I don't want to. I prefer not to use it.
I'm going to leave that where it is because I think that's probably the worst for you.
Wow.
So
harsh.
No, that one's too good for you.
Just harsh. You're going to have to put something.
Yeah.
You're going to have to give me one. I want any of those 3 pieces, so I will take one of them. I absolutely want it. Okay.
There you go.
Interesting. That's actually... Ooh, that makes that even tougher.
I didn't want to put the long one in there.
I like it. No, the long one would have been really nice, but I didn't get it. Valid choice. I'll score a blue point though. I'll do that. The yellow is not. You know what? I'll do this. So first action was that. Second action was this, and I'll do this. Doesn't get me a new green guy, but does get me majority.
Oh, so I don't like that.
I'll take that to the bank. You know what? I'm not giving you the straight blue. That's not happening.
That's okay, though, because this one can still help me out here. So I'm going to rotate that one. I'm going to grab this guy right here.
That's a good one.
It's going to go in.
Didn't even think of that.
That gives me
That's two
rows. So
that is out of control.
Do I get 2 white maples for that?
I'd prefer not, but here you go. And once it hits the top, it'll just stay there. You can add more white meeples to it.
Okay.
Well, that was brutal.
And I still have a piece, so I'm going to take this one.
I could use that. Yeah, seems fine. Yeah, some of these are flipped over. One small component thing that'll change is that on the backs we'll have the same gravel pattern that we have out here. So
okay,
slight change when we get to the final version.
And I'm definitely not giving you that long.
I was really hoping another blue would pop up to where you'd have to give me one of them, but it just didn't happen.
I mean, you still have a decent shot here.
Oh yeah, I feel like I got an okay because I haven't been thinking. I was like, I need to put a straight one, but it doesn't really matter. I've already
that's true.
Ignored that row, so we're gonna. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna still.
Yeah,
I don't have to ignore the row.
You don't.
I'm going to.
I was hoping you would.
Yeah, I was getting all fancy. Like I don't have to do that, but you know what? That's pretty cool too. I'll do that, and
well, that gets you a row now too, right?
That does. That gets me. Is that right? Yeah, things are sort of shifted wrong. So yeah, one more little guy there, and I don't know if I want to take another one because then I'll have to load that blue straight in there, and I don't want to do it. I'm just trying to. It's already turned once. I'm just gonna turn it again.
Oh man. Oh.
Do that. And that gives you some weird options
now.
It does. You're going to at least have to turn it.
Yeah, I don't like any of that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn it twice, actually.
Okay.
And, that's not even what I wanted to do. Shoot. And I have to take a piece
it back,
now.
This one. You take back the last turn. I'll give you one. One takes these back.
It's okay. I'll do this. That's fine.
Sure.
So I'm going to take that as it was, and I'm just going to stack that on top of here. So
Okay.
that gives me two of the yellows adjacent now. So I got the
boom.
meeple there.
There you go.
Not majority.
Not majority.
But then,
and so since we can reload it still, this would just go out here.
right.
And then it would go to my turn. We get one more round, then we kind of end the round. So I'm going to do... I really wish I it's one shy of where I want it to be turned to. That's tough. I'm going to take... Eek. I'm going to do this.
Interesting.
Oh, that seems bad. But I want this straight. Like, I want this straight blue.
Okay.
So we're going to do that, because that also does yoink.
Oh.
And I would pass. And then I'll just pass my last two. So that means this would shuffle up, and we'd move to round 2, which the rules stay the
so
same.
we don't empty this out. Just when you
Don't
can't
empty it
fill
out. Just can't fill it. So now what happens is we drop this 2 spaces down, and if it didn't hit our puzzle, which we're both good, we would take all these and put them into our party. And those are all just going to be worth 1 point at the end of the game. Now, if this had been lower and hit that, it just goes away. It's wiped.
Okay.
It's pretty brutal, but it works out really well. It emulates that like kind of top of the puzzle that a lot of games can't really do. So a lot of the things like completing rows, matching colors, dropping the line at the top, it's really cool. And once you get to the end, so like now the rule's still the same this round. You'd have to drop 1 piece every round. Lines make this go up 1. Drops 2. Then the final round, or the final round go round, you're dropping 2 pieces every turn. So it has a much higher chance of hitting this top bar and knocking it off.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like kind of like the panic mode. But yeah, that is a high. We're already pretty high scoring too. Even without bonuses, you're at 6 points, and like I said, scores are usually in that 15-point range. It's kind of like winning the game. So we're getting there.
All right, so that's a Heil. Where can our viewers find a Heil or find more information about it?
So Heil, we have it on our website, or for more information, pandasaurusgames.com. You can check it out there. You can also get it. It'll be out at Origins, and we'll have it in game stores right around that same time too. So you'll see it in just game stores everywhere, hopefully.
Sounds good.
That's a goal.
All right, box number 2.
Yes, so this one won't have as many, the component stuff, but I felt like these colors went really well together, so I wanted to show them off at the same time. This will be out in July, and this is Pastali. This is a Japanese game from Analog Lunchbox originally, last, I think, Tokyo Game Fair. We've signed it there, bringing it over. If you've played path building games, got elements of that. So let's do a close-up since it's on the back there. The green won't show up, but it's got some cool stuff. So the paths you're making are with these really cool tiles, and these tiles, as you can see, have these different lines going through them, and you'll have those little diamonds on the corners of the board. Those diamonds are your player colors. You're trying to connect those colors to each other, essentially. So like the purple marker, you're trying to connect with the path.
Right.
The cool thing is the more tiles you go through, the more points you score, and the higher the tiles are, the more points you score. So it's like a path lane game, but it's also got verticality.
Okay.
It's very much like a combo-y game because you're trying to build that middle up, and so what will usually happen is there'll be some cool thing in the middle. The other cool thing is you can move your actual pieces on the outside of the board, so those will actually shift around the board itself, and you can score some really big combo points.
Very cool.
Very thinky little game. And yeah, this one will be out right after. It won't be Origins, but like July right after that. So
Gotcha.
in game stores there.
Very cool. Hunter, what else is going on with Pandasaurus games?
A lot of stuff. We've been really pumped. We actually just did an announcement for Mental Blocks. Didn't have a copy here really to show off, but it's a puzzle game that we're releasing at Gen Con, co-designed by Micah Sawyer and Jonathan Gilmore. Obviously, you know him from like Dinosaur Island, Medal Winner, and stuff like that. And it's a 2 to 9 player game, which is an interesting player count. I think
That's a big range right there. Yeah.
Exactly. It's got these cool foam blocks, and it's a real-time game where you are building a puzzle, but only from certain perspectives. So each player has their own perspective. They can see like this side of the puzzle. The other player can see the other side of the block puzzle, maybe by the corner, or maybe perspective. They get the perspective of the whole puzzle, but with no colors on it. And there's different color blocks that you're trying to fill out this puzzle with. Some cool elements. Again, real time. Usually takes about 10 minutes to do a puzzle. The challenge mode and family mode. So there's 30 of each. So there's nothing like super duper easy, and there's nothing like going to kill you hard. But it's a good range of difficulty through that. And there's 60 puzzles in the box. And there's also like optional betrayer options and stuff like that. And each round, someone's also going to have different challenges. Like one player may not be able to talk. Other players may not be able to touch triangle pieces. One player may only be able to touch yellow pieces, things like that. So
Interesting.
there's a lot of different challenges to it. It's just got a lot of unique mechanics. It's gonna be a really fun little party game. I think that you'll bust off like 5 or so puzzles in a row and just like, let's do it one more time. Let's play one more time. That's what I end up doing because I'm bad at. We're talking about puzzles all the time. I'm generally like, this is like, I get to think about it. That one's like 10 minutes and go. I'm like, I'm bad at this, guys, but I love it. It's frantic. It's a lot of fun. Got Machikoro, some more Machikoro stuff coming out. We just had the 5th anniversary edition come out. We're very excited about that. It's been great just having it out there again with better components. Got plastic coins and bigger cards now. We got the expansions being reprinted right now. Those will be out in May, and then Machikoro Legacy later this year. Look for it. It will be around Essen. It's we're really excited about that one. It's every time we share any information on it, it's like the first time anyone's ever heard of it. And we're very that's a cool level of excitement to be at. It's a lot of fun. I've actually gotten to play the first like 3 or 4 games of it, and I'm still like, oh, what's next? I want to go home and play Machikoro Legacy right now. So that's
no spoilers though.
No spoilers. The first game feels a lot like Machikoro, and after that it starts changing pretty interestingly. I'm excited about that.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Hunter, thank you so much for joining us today. Really do appreciate it. And thank all of you for watching at home. Make sure you stay tuned throughout the day here for more coverage from GAMA 2019. Signing off for now, though, I'm Matt. Have a good one, everyone.